It seems like if it's not a first-party game, it's not worth talking about. But is that really the case, though? Well, let's get into the video. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's that guy Ken back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about these first party games again, but it's going to be from a little bit of a different perspective. Now, why am I talking about this? Because there seems to be a lot of talk around first party games in the sense of those are the only games that are really worth talking about. For whatever reason, and a lot of these other little games that do come out, even if it's not a little game, these other games that are not considered to be first party games kind of get thrown to the wayside or not given credit because they're simply not a first party game, which I think is a little bit ridiculous, obviously, right? But to a degree, I understand why some people would be so keen to look out for first party games, because these games are supposed to be, some of the best in the industry. They take advantage of the hardware, so on and so forth. These are the games that are supposed to be like these mind-boggling experiences that draw people into the platform and give them a reason to basically purchase the console or the platform that they're, whatever it is that they're looking for, right? In this particular case, that would be the PlayStation platform, right? However, like I said, there are a lot of these other games that kind of get thrown to the wayside, right? Games like Sifu, games like Kana, games like Fist, so on and so forth, simply because they're not a first-party game. And people don't give it credit for being exclusive to the platform, although these are the only platforms that you can purchase and play these games on currently. And when I say platform, I specifically mean the console, obviously. That's where this conversation is being relegated to. And I just think it's strange that so many people will not give these games credit, even though you can't really play these games anywhere else, right? And I think that has to do with people sort of trying to make this argument that if the game is not solely exclusive to the platform, then it's not really worth looking at, because there is a possibility, right, that some of these games might come to my platform later. So all that they would have to do is wait, right? So they don't see the point in investing into the platform to play some of these games that are not considered to be first-party games, which, like I said, I think is a ridiculous thing, because some of these games are great, and I think some of these games are well worth being recognized for being available on the console, the PlayStation 5. And for people to just throw it to the wayside is just a strange thing to me. So basically what I'm saying is that there are a lot of games to play on especially on the PlayStation. The PS5 is something for everybody at this point, being 2 years into the generation. But my message here is that a game does not have to be a first-party game in order for it to be recognized as an exclusive title, a reason to invest into the platform. Some of these games are not going to be, the Horizon Forbidden West and the God of War Ragnaroks, of the gaming industry. However, these games are great little titles for people to, especially if they haven't been into the ecosystem or whatever, they haven't been introduced to some of these games. These are definitely games that are worth picking up this console for. And even if it's not for one game specifically, once you actually get into the ecosystem, the platform, there's a lot of other games that are here that you can't play anywhere else that are phenomenal. Some of the aforementioned games that I had already mentioned before. So a game does not have to be a first-party game in order for it to be, considered a game to invest into the platform. And I think for people who say otherwise, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think we sort of need to stop perpetuating this narrative that a game has to be first party in order for it to be considered credible for the platform, in order for somebody to want to, jump into getting the console or whatever the case is. Because there's a lot of great games that are not first party, right? But look phenomenal and are phenomenal. Some of them have already released, and we have more that are coming. Games like Final Fantasy 16, games like Forspoken, games like the Silent Hill 2 remake. I can go on and on and on. Some of these games are phenomenal, and you can't really play them anywhere else except for the PlayStation platform. However, they're not first-party studios. First-party games. Yet, these games look amazing, really. And if you were to show this to anybody else, right, and say, hey, man, if somebody came up to you and asked, like, hey, man, what games do you have available? These are the types of games that you could show to people. Like, hey, we do have the Silent Hill 2 remake and Final Fantasy 16 and so on and so forth. And make the platform be appealing to people who might not have been interested before, or just never had the opportunity to come across or experience some of these games to begin with. But anyway, that's all I had to say about this. It's a pretty short video. I don't have a whole lot to say. I just thought it would be a fun little interesting topic to touch on, given the climate of things. And I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents in there. But that's pretty much all I had to say about all this, guys. Let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.